Yasuo's name throughout the 10K bet.
I see. Well, either way, we're into the picks and bans of game number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. For those of you that are new, that don't know, hanging out, what is up? This is XLNC Shoutcasting. We do this every Tuesday and Thursday night, casting a bunch of fun, crazy, awesome games that you guys get to play, and we get to hype them up for you. Cold Art, you might want to DM me either on Discord or on Twitch, because the link's going to be eaten by the Twitch chat. Just DM it to me. But I definitely want to check that one out, because I want to hear what music you like, and I have no problem doing that, as we've got the Elise band that we saw last game. Didn't want to see it again this game. Take it off the table.
And Doc Shocker also banning out the Urgot.
Oh yes,
this champion's so
until
busted.
9.7 nerfs hit, he is worth 100% ban. I ban him in every game of League that I play, even normal draft. I ban Urgot just because I don't want to see him. But the other troll master himself, Fizz, taken off the table. Yasuo, classic ban.
Because who doesn't like banning Yasuo? It's almost like the League of Legends Classic at this point.
Praise Urgot! Lazy still remembers that. Oh my gosh. Raise your hyperkinetic position reversers. Oh my lordy. The old memes are coming out, Lazy. I
remember when we were having a race to see who could get the Urgot first in their game.
Oh yes.
Right before...
Because that would determine who would win. That would determine
Doc
who would
Shocker
win.
playing Ivern, or maybe it might be trading around to the jungle.
No, he said something about a spicy pick that he was working
Please,
on. So
Doc
I'm
Shocker,
excited about this.
if you do not have Dunkmaster Ivern, I am going to be so disappointed.
Well, that's the question, whether or not
will we see the return of Daisy MVP?
Now, hold on. If he does take Ivern into jungle, we could also see a Dunkmaster Darius in the top lane.
We're
gonna put a whole dunk team. Is it gonna be Dunk J4 in the bottom lane support? I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, Evelyn.
I think we definitely do need a Dunkmaster Jarvan the Fourth. And like skin where like when you cataclysm, it's just a basketball net.
That would be pretty amazing. I'm sure that Riot could figure something out, but we need to do some concept
Rito,
first.
Make it happen.
Get on this, Dunkmaster J4.
Full
Lux,
squad.
Evelyn, both picked up. You know what? Talking about skins real quick. I don't think Lux has enough skins, guys. I think Lux could use a few more skins.
I mean I think so.
At
too.
least 3.
Just like Tristana. Tristana needs so many more skins.
It's
she's
just not fair. She's just so
Exactly.
ignored.
Exactly.
So ignored.
Poor Lux.
It's so bad. I feel bad.
She's been
for
around
Lux
for
players.
so long.
Not enough options.
Exactly.
All right, talking about a guy whose skin got changed, rechanged, the multi-changed over. We got ourselves the Graves locked in. Look at that. He doesn't have a cigar in his little icon, but he had a cigar when his big picture showed up. Graves locked in by Futuristic. One of those champions you don't see very often, but he's still pretty powerful. You like Graves. Talk for a minute about what you like about Graves.
love Graves so much. Like, I feel that the character... I love burst damage champions, and I feel that Graves just offers just so much burst damage. Like, his mobility, if no one has seen it, one of the most beautiful things I have personally seen in League of Legends is the full jungle clear Graves can do, being
You
entirely
need not follow,
damageless.
but you must witness.
I just absolutely love seeing, like, I love the whole passive, the whole idea behind the double shot. It's the same reason that XLNC Wraith, who's on here sometimes casting, loves Jhin. It's just a somewhat, like, difficult, like, specific mechanic to play around.
Indeed.
But I think it adds another level to the champion. And also, thank you so much for the follow, right?
Yes, Juna, thank you so much for that follow, as well as Everlife Gaming. Thank you so much for that host. Appreciate that. Apparently, Lazy has all of the Lux skins, which is a massive amount. So, I'm going to say my actual favorite, which is not Spell Thief. It is the Witch one, where she's in the blue outfit. I don't remember the name of that skin off the top of my head. But the one where she's in the blue outfit and she's supposed to be a witch or something, that's my absolute all-time top favorite Lux skin. Hey, Ethan is orange. Appreciate that follow as well. Glad you're enjoying the show. As we've gotten through all of our bans, looks like the side of Team Mo wanted to take away a couple of those supportive roles. The Zyra and the Morgana banned away as mid laners taken off the table
You
from
need not follow,
T1okGoodYes,
but
taking
you
away
must
the
witness.
Vigar.
Now,
ahead.
Another one thing I did want to mention here is that this Lux was, I guess we all just immediately assumed that the Lux was going mid lane, but it does not appear that way. It looks like the Lux is going to be going in the supportive role, Mordekaiser in the top, and Echo in the mid lane, and with Vayne.
Sorcerer Lux. Thank you so much, Deadless. Look at him being on top of that. This is why he is a VIP. He's here practically every stream, and he's always super helpful. Daedalus, you're the best. All right, now that we've got all our champions locked and loaded, let's roll through the players and their champions for the side of Team T1okGoodYes. It almost feels like a Team T1okGoodYes. We've got ourselves Doc Shocker with the Ivern in the top lane, Shukchi with the Lucian in the AD carry role, Futuristic Kree taking the Graves into the jungle, Match Decline, welcome back, this time with the Zed in the mid lane, and XLNC Asana with the Thresh in the bottom lane supportive role.
And then for the side of Team Mo, we will see most likely Lazy taking Lux into the bottom lane supportive role, Sadist Teemo taking Evelyn in jungle, hate that champion, XLNC Dive playing Mordekaiser maybe in the top lane, and then Legacy Hero taking Echo mid lane with Juna playing Vayne in the ADC role.
Yeah, so that'll be Mordekaiser top, most likely Echo mid, and Lux support. Lux Vayne, a pretty potent combination in the bottom lane if Lux can find a nice binding, and Vayne just follows up with the Condemn. The problem, though, is they're squishy. Thresh gets a nice death sentence. Lucian early game duelist can definitely burst one of them out. That said, when you're looking at the two teams as a whole, Mordekaiser's going to be a much nicer tank into the lacking all tank, but they do have Daisy. And that's the thing that I want to see from the side of T1okGoodYes, is the fact that they have Daisy MVP. Daisy will carry this game hands down. There's no question which team is going to win.
The only thing that might make T1okGoodYes is that Daisy will not have a friend. So this is what should have happened. Match Decline should not have played Zed. He should have played Annie.
I agree.
So that Tibbers and
Daisy could have held hands. I need some fan art of Tibbers and Daisy holding hands as they walk down the lane. That would be adorable.
That would be super
who's
awesome.
Good at art. I need to find someone who's good at art and draw that. That would be super cute.
Who was it? What's her name?
You're thinking. I know who you're thinking of. You're thinking of Social Bunny.
Yeah.
Maybe we could get her to do that. Either way, let's look at these compositions a little bit more in the mid lane. It's going to be that Echo versus Zed, one of those matchups that Echo, pretty good burst damage, has a high mobility. However, Zed, level 6, is just so hard to deal with. The best thing that Echo's got to deal with that is his own ultimate that basically resets all of that damage.
As soon as like the death mark is burned by Zed, and that you're just ticking down, you can even if you can't get the kill, if you can burn maybe Zed's Ignite and his ultimate trying to kill you with your ultimate, that's super worth for Echo to take that trade. Now, I am interested to see how Ivern is going to handle a Mordekaiser.
This is one of those things that Ivern gets that auto attack range increase when he's inside a brush, and he's got his own brush as well to have some fun with that. But Mordekaiser has AoE on his side. Not only does his E, as well as I believe it is his W, or no, it's his Q, I think. They're more AoE attacks, and so he doesn't have to necessarily see inside of the brush to land those AoE attacks, and he's got a shield. So I think Ivern's probably going to have to play safe, play defensively until he hits level 6, and then basically let Daisy do all the work, because one of the things Mordekaiser can't ultimate is Daisy.
Yep.
OP strats.
OP. In the jungle, though, you're going to be looking at two somewhat burst-style junglers. Evelyn, heavy assassin, just AP burst damage everywhere. And then Graves, who is going to be looking for the flosses of his autos in combination with
Flosses?
the floss.
This ain't Fortnite. We ain't doing no flossing here.
I mean, didn't you say that you were going to be abandoning League for becoming a Fortnite streamer?
No, that was an April Fool's trick. We are not becoming a Fortnite stream. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just make this abundantly clear. We are not becoming a Fortnite stream. You don't have to unsub.
Actually proven this game you're watching right now is Fortnite. It got a massive
What? This is Fortnite?
This is Fortnite. It got a massive rework. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's 5-man squads
Uh-huh.
and the new Fortnite map, and there's only 2 squads to every map.
know.
Plus, instead of building structures, you're tearing the structures down. I don't think this is even the same game anymore.
I don't think so either.
Obviously, this is why Anthem will beat out as the best Battle Royale. I'm kidding. We just had a whole discussion today in the Discord, which, hey, good thing. If you're not a part of the Discord yet, feel free to do that, ! Discord, to join our Discord and add your own thoughts as the community discusses all sorts of fun gamer topics.
And the one thing I do want to mention is we were kind of making a joke about the Urgot just a second ago, about how Urgot basically had this priority to see who could pick it first before he got changed. I believe it has been confirmed. No! Doc Shocker, I've lost all respect for you.
No, that's all right. That's all right.
You're
I only
not
said we would
playing
judge
Dunk
software.
Master.
We don't judge software. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 3. Team T1okGoodYes versus Team Mo. Here we go.
But I believe that Mordekaiser will actually be getting a rework in not too long.
Oh, yes. Ooh, good binding from the Lux. Catches out the Lucian, and most importantly, forces the Thresh to throw the death sentence far too early. So no chance to land that onto the Lux. So everyone just splits away.
No early level cheese like we saw in the last game with just crazy early kills. None of that.
So here's a question to you guys in the audience. This is a Thursday night. We're having a little bit of fun. This is something that if you guys are interested in, we'll do. I actually saw this on a stream, and I thought it was pretty hilarious. He turned off all music and all sound effects besides just voices. So where normally there's a lot of stuff going on between the music and the spells being cast, but instead all you basically heard was, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, you know, just the grunting
please just
and
do
quotes
it immediately.
and deaths.
Take my money.
If you guys are interested in something like that, we'll give it a try. If not, not a problem at all. We can still have fun casting this game, as it looks like Evelyn's going to be starting on the red buff, which does seem to be the favored start for a lot of red side jungle these days. Graves going to be starting his red as well, so we'll see where those junglers might meet up. Ivern playing very safe on that top side. We'll just walk into lane now. And I think Thresh and Lucian will know that the Evelyn started on that top side because the Lux and Vayne walked into lane pretty early.
Having already been there having already been in lane CSing when the Lucian was leashing, generally will mean that the Evelyn started on the opposite side. She does, as soon as finishes the red buff, move up and take the Krugs. So not a whole lot happening. Just a couple small trades here from Match Declined and Legacy Heroes.
Camera still hasn't come and hang on the top side. I'm going to force it just because it's Ivern up here. I want to see what he's doing. Keeping farm pretty even against that Mordekaiser, as looks like Dad's going to take a step forward, get just a touch of damage. However, that Ivern started at Doran's Ring. Interesting choice. Nice Electrocute proc by Legacy, dropping Match Decline to low. However, it's a pretty even trade between those two. They both still have Ignite up as well, so this could be some early kills coming down in the mid lane if these mid laners don't back. Match Decline, however, ate a bunch of potions, healed back up mostly to full health. He's going to be going forward. Hold on. There's the Ignite onto Legacy Heroes with the speed boost from the Echo getting out for now. The flash forward from the Zed, but he misses his E. Takes a turret shot. Now he's going to be ignited. He does have that potion healing up, but Echo flashing forward gets his jump as well. Finishes off Zed for first blood for Teemo.
And just a slight bit of, looks like First Blood will immediately be traded back. But see, like a little bit of greed there from the side of Match Decline. Just like flashing forward, trying to get his E, which I do not know the names of Zed's moves. I don't watch enough LL Stylish to know that. But just Match Decline having a little bit of greed there. And as you can already see in the top lane, Doc Shocker is kind of being pushed back by Dive in the top lane. Not a whole lot he can do until he's 6 and is able to have to 2v1 Daisy and him onto Dive.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of a CS deficit. Suma in that bottom lane having a bit of a difficulty threading that hook between the minions, but it's so cool when we get to see it happen. As, yeah, you're talking about that Ivern having to play defensively on that top lane. I want to see if any of these junglers do visit up there on the earlier side, because with Ivern pushing underneath the turret quite often, but also having the ability to root collar someone and bring an ally to the fight could be an opportunity for Graves to get in there, especially against a semi-immobile champion of that Mordekaiser.
Normally, that root collar is used as an engage tool for ganks when Ivern is played in the jungle, which is his normal role. It can also be used as a good engage tool for him, as well as I believe he can bring another person with him, can he not?
Anyone that right-clicks on the person who's been hit by that root collar can join. So it doesn't. I don't think it's just one person. I think it's whoever decides they want to party on and join the Ivern stepping forward. But overall, even game besides those kills traded in that mid lane, we see a bit of a gold lead for Team MOE, but not much.
And it does look like the Graves and the Mordekaiser are quite close to each other here, but it doesn't look like anything's going to happen there. Just
some pings.
Yeah, just some pings as Mordekaiser was maybe trying to look to see if he could force out the smite from the Graves onto that Scuttle Crab.
Dive, losing a little bit of health as Doc Shocker's getting some nice poke with that AP. Ivern is most likely what he's going to be building. I do agree, though, with Graves backing away, wanting to keep vision on this Infernal Drake in the bottom lane, because that's a very spicy thing. Whoa, Condemn knocks the Thresh back. However, Ion's still going to go down. Sorry, Jude is still going to fall. Great death sentence from the Thresh, but it is traded over by the Lux, so Lazy will get one kill of his own, keeping the game fairly even.
And just a really good play there from the Lucian. Unfortunately, that kill did go over to Asuna or Asana. Is that how you say it?
I say Asana because if you take the A away, it's just the word Sana.
Okay.
So then I just add Asana.
So Asana, a great play there from Asana.
There's the Daisy.
There's
Hold on,
Daisy,
in the top
root
lane.
root
Dive throws
lands.
out the ultimate. I don't know if it's going to be. He's been shielded up, knocked up as well. Daisy's still going to continue to beat up the Mordekaiser. Sadist Teemo here jumping in. However, good pressure from that Ivern. He burns Flash, get underneath his turret, and live. And now Daisy can join him in collecting some farm.
Very good timing there from Sadist Teemo to be there right at that time when Doc Shocker would have gotten his ultimate, because if Sadist Teemo had not shown up in the top lane, there would have been no chance that Dive would have lived there. He would have for sure gone down to the dual threat Daisy and Ivern.
Most likely. And Ivern is low mana, so he's going to have to back here shortly, but he does have his TP available, so he'll be able to get back to lane. As it looks like Mordekaiser, knowing this pressure, is going to be walking back to lane, saving his own TP. A little bit of a skirmish in the mid lane, but about even, slight lead for the Echo. I don't think he's got a corrupting potion. Nope, it's just normal potions that he's chugging. Looking like he's going to start a very early Zhonya's in this game, as Graves is going to be checking in onto the Infernal Drake, drops that ward, sees that it's still hanging around.
And that can be a very good pickup. Oh, a lot of damage coming from the side of Legacy Heroes here. And that is I think that's a very good pickup there with Seeker's Arm Guard into the Zhonya's, because of Zed ultimate the Graves burst combo.
There's the Zed ultimate onto Legacy Heroes. He's going to ult himself backwards straight onto Futuristic. However, the Ignite comes through onto the Zed. Might drop him down. Legacy Heroes on the run. He's got a little bit of health left.
The ultimate
away
misses
from the
I think that was
collateral damage of the Graves.
I believe that was a little bit of a prediction there from the Graves, assuming that the Echo would either flash over the wall or use his dash to get over the wall, and if he had done that, he would have been directly in the path of that ultimate or that collateral damage from the Graves. But just a little bit of trade. Death sentence lands onto the Lux. Oh,
Lux
big
Final Spark
damage.
comes out. Juna in trouble. She's just gonna go down.
Culling.
The minion block coming through with that calling, and now Lazy gonna be in trouble. However, Sadist Teemo is here looking for the charm, gets the kill onto the Lucian, and drops the ultimate to finish off the Thresh as well.
Kill.
No, it's not a double kill because
Zero
Lazy
kill.
picks up one. I think Lazy actually picked up. Yeah, it was just one that each of them picked up. But still, 1-for-2 trade overall in favor of this side of Team MOE, and now Legacy Heroes in trouble in that mid lane. Ignite ticking away. However, He was able to escape last time. Might be able to escape again this time. Graves, for some reason, not answering the call in this mid lane. Match still going to flash forward. Flash for flash use, but the shuriken toss comes through.
Nice.
And he's able to find the kill. Now the Evelyn charm coming down, maybe onto the Zed. He's looking for the blast cone, goes over the wall, and joined by that Graves. Dive might be finding himself in 1v3. He's going to lose a lot of health. Root Collar comes through, and that kill will go on to the Zed.
Zed getting the kills here is very, very nice. Oh, the Mordekaiser ult is ticking down. I don't think it will kill him. No, it just fizzles out there.
Also, an interesting start from that Zed, going for that Hex Drinker early. He's definitely looking to get some magic resist. Flash Force out by Futuristic, as Sadist Teemo is going to try to get the charm down. Now has to run away. Zed ultimate use. I think the Evelyn is gone. Match decline. Will pick up a third kill. A little bit of skirmish from the bottom lane.
That's just a short period of time that Zed made that. He got that kill onto the Echo, rotated up into the river, and then he killed the Mordekaiser there, and then immediately after that fight killed the Evelyn. Really good use of just all of Zed's skills and his pressure that he can apply. Will be going back, probably looking to purchase more of a like some of his lethality items now that I don't think you'll fully upgrade that that Hex Drinker into a Maw of Malmortis right now, or another item that Hex Drinker builds into. I don't know what I'd say about that.
As Graves is looking to make a play in the mid lane, he's going to get stunned up, besides getting knocked backwards. But once again, collateral damage is going to miss. There's the final spark used in the bottom lane, dropping the Lucian low. Looks like Shuk is going to have to run. In the meantime, the Thresh condemned into the wall. He's going to get dropped, goes down. Juno trying to make a nice trade, flashes into the brush. Shuk goes step 4, misses his Q, and that's going to be a quick double kill over to the Vayne. Something that I've desperately wanted to see from the bottom lane of T1ok, considering the Lux had the first 2 kills, and now they've got 2 kills on the Vayne. That is a feels good.
It really is, and that's really going to start accelerating Vayne's scaling, because everyone talks so much about how much power Vayne has once she gets those 2 items, that Ginsu's Rage Blade and the Blade of the Ruined King. Really helps. Gosh.
Yep. All right.
Isn't that normally what Evelyn's supposed to do?
Well, if she finds the charm or not is the question. It's whether or not that's something she can do. Match decline. Gonna find a nice burst kill onto the Evelyn. He's definitely getting snowballed at this point. 400 gold bounty on his head. Checking in, he's got about 800 gold over the Echo as well. So I want to see what this Echo does once he finishes that Zhonya's and when that will come in. Because at the moment, down about 5 CS and a handful of kills, he's in a bit of a sore spot. There's that electrocute proc coming in. He's literally just killing the minion. Zed is looking for a kill onto the Echo, forcing the ultimate backwards, but he's ready for it. He's got that Shadow minion already there. Living Shadow, perfect positioning. A little bit of extra damage coming through on the Vayne in the bottom lane as Juna has to back away. Futuristic Craig gonna find Sadistic Teemo in the jungle. The Evelyn tries to go invisible, finds the charm, getting a little bit of damage with the Q, tries to drop the ultimate, but can't get enough damage to finish off. Match declined. And has to run away. But final spark. Oh, takes down Lucian. He's all by himself.
But very well played there from Sadist Teemo. That could have been very bad. Almost died. And does get the shutdown onto the Zed. 400 gold there. Going over to the Evelyn, which will help her get back to a point where she can actually do a whole lot of damage and get those like just massive burst combos onto really almost any lane here.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. 8 kills to 8, still practically even in gold. Doc Shocker has been just slowly biding his time in the top lane, built himself a Hex Tech, so it gets a little bit of extra movement, which I like. With that, sometimes Ivern can feel pretty immobile when you got that Hex Tech to kind of bounce you forward or backwards, depending on where you want to go. That's good. Nice flash play with the Lantern as well. They get the hook onto the Vayne. This might be a double kill, but the final spark comes through, dropping the Lucian too low, and Judah is going to be able to get himself another kill, double kill as well. What perfect positioning.
Well played from the bot lane there of Team Mo. Doc Shocker.
Oh, it is a tournament draft. We can pause it. However, okay, he's going to immediately reconnect. That's all right. Looks like he's going to be cut out by that Evelyn, though. Juna in the bottom lane, probably going to fall. Hold on. Okay, I was about to say, if the damage isn't enough, I'd be just blown away. Haha, because Graves does the explosive damage. Yep. But in the end, it is going to be trade 1-for-1. Lazy on a murder spree, 4-0-5, making this Lux look so good. As Dive in that top lane, still trying to get a little bit of pressure behind the turret on Doc Shocker, whose DC didn't seem to bother him that much.
It's probably just a slight connection issue. At least that's what I would hope. Hate to see connection issues happening. But really well, going back to that play in the bot lane there, really well played there from the Team Mo, Janna, and Lux combo. What very easily could have been a very deadly turn from that flash engage from the Thresh really was turned around by some good positioning from Lazy on the Lux with the Lux ultimate.
Also, I forgot, it's the wrong Hex Tech. This is the GLP, which gets that nice slow down. Daisy going to be called in, but I think Doc Shocker's going to fall. He may be a tree. He gets the shield. That Ignite won't take him down. The burn from Red Buff, though, will, as Evelyn comes in to smite him down, will be the first casualty in the fight in the top lane, as we got a little bit of a skirmish around the Infernal Drake. Final Spark drops the Graves low. He tries to use the heal. I think it was the Lucian that tried to use the heal to keep him alive.
I don't know if it was the Lucian's.
It was Lucian's heal, as he's going to be running away from the Vayne, who just chases him down, picks up another kill, and now they can pick up the Infernal themselves. In the meantime, on this topside fight, it looks like the Echo and the Mordekaiser both fell, giving 2 more kills over to the side of T1okGoodYes. However, they're still going to be in trouble, down about 3,000 gold, as this Vayne is truly coming online and picks up an Infernal Drake. Evelyn looking for a play onto Match Decline, but a great reposition with the Living Shadow gets him out for now. We've got Juna coming around from behind. The Lantern's there, though, from the Thresh. Dark Passage gets Zed out.
Yep. I mean, just great attempt, great play there from the Zed, from T1okGoodYes. Okay, is this become more of a... Okay, just... Quits out.
Doing his thing. Just doing his thing. You know, when you're a tree, sometimes you just gotta leave for a second. 11 kills to 14. Good stuff here from both teams. However, the gold lead definitely starting to look scary as Teemo is taking advantages. They have a Rift Herald still on the map they could try to pick up. No vision invested in there just yet. So we'll see which team decides to run for it first, if if Shelly is even allowed to play more than sitting in that poor Baron pit.
Maybe Shelly and
Baron will just hang out.
No, Shelly and
Shelly and Daisy. They could hang out.
Yeah.
Be friends together. That would be cute.
A rock and a bug. Don't those get along? If Pokemon's taught me anything, those typings definitely work well together.
Well, Match Decline not going to work well with Legacy Heroes. There's the ultimate, as Sadis team are going to come around the corner as well. The Zonya's used by that Legacy Hero. Gets himself the kill. Doesn't even need to ult backwards, but does it anyway. Mordekaiser going to be running through the jungle river, seeing if he can help out.
That was almost an amazing escape there from Match Decline. But Legacy Heroes not so easily fooled. Knew that while Sadis Teemo could chase down that one, he could cover the Living Shadow that Zed could port back to, which he did indeed move back to. And he was ready there. He's like, hello.
I'm here and I'm waiting. I'm gonna go ahead and grab myself yet another kill. It's only a 2-4 Echo though to the 7-3 Zed. So as was said by Briar in the chat, the Zed kind of needing to become that carry for the side of T1okGoodYes. Now, final spark in the bottom lane by Lazy, dropped to the Lucian extremely low, nearly finishing him off. So he was forced to recall to heal up, which will give first turret of the game over to this Vayne and Lux in the bottom lane, scaling that gold a little bit more. We've got about a 2,000 gold lead at the moment by the Vayne, which is actually pretty insane. It's futuristic. Jade going to be in trouble. Tries to get an ultimate off to get himself underneath the turret, but he's still charmed up. Daisy called, though. The root collar means that the Evelyn trying to back away. Sliver of health coming around the corner. We don't have anyone else, though, in the bottom lane. The fight by the Zed as he wants this. Vayne will get it. Might go down himself to the Ignite. Not quite enough. Daisy here to help finish off. I think that was the Graves Ghost by Dive, as the Mordekaiser is forced to back away. Echo finishing off the turret in the mid lane, and things are looking dire for the T1 squad.
The T1okGoodYes squad. I love how you're having a slight bit of trouble remembering that name. It took me a while myself.
It's a long name. Shelly going to be started up by Teemo. They're going to be able to pick that one up, no problem. No one here to try to counter it. So they should have that. They're probably going to drop it in the top lane to secure all those exterior turrets, so you go seeing those pings.
Yeah, you can already see the pings coming out saying, yeah, just drop at top, help us get a second turret, as Juna and Lazy did secure the first turret of the game on the bot side. And that is where probably I think the biggest difference is between these two squads. Or the I guess you could say the counter lane, as this Zed is 8-3 for the side of T1okGoodYes. He is a monster and will likely need to be the main carry. But for the side of Team Mo, it's this bot lane 5-0 Lux.
Oh, hold on, match declined. Almost goes down. The Hexdrinker keeps him alive, but he still will fall. So it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade on the top side as the Lucian going to take out the Vayne in the bottom lane, as he was joined by the Graves as well earlier. That 1v1 not going so well. Graves shows up. He's got the burst damage. Evelyn on that top side, forcing the Ivern to flash away for his own sake, as Legacy Heroes comes to defend the bottom lane turret that's already gone, turns onto Asada, however, decides to back away. It's currently a 1v3. He's sticking around for a moment, seeing if maybe he can make a play on the Graves.
And in my opinion, this is very odd for Graves buying a Yumu's Ghostblade. Haven't really seen a whole lot of Graves.
All about the movement speed boost.
All about the movement speed boost. Yeah, no. Totally, you couldn't buy a better item.
Well, he missed 2 of his ultimates. I had it earlier. Good grief. Collateral damages. He missed 2 of them. So he's like, if I can reposition with Yumu's Ghostblade, then I can hit my collateral. We'll see if that actually comes through, as we've got another Drake spawning. It's a Mountain Drake, and it looks like Luck's already there to drop some vision on it.
I feel that commentators in the LCS make a very underwhelming... make it out to seem that Mountain Drake is very underwhelming, but I think it is one of the most important Drakes you can get. It is probably my second favorite Drake in the game, simply just because of all that extra damage that you do to structures. If you get 1 or 2 of those things under your belt, you are melting turrets, and you are melting Baron and other dragons. I find that is such just a valuable objective to get that should be focused.
It's 6,000 gold lead at the moment. Asana in trouble, as she's going to be able to land a death sentence, but that's only bringing Echo closer in. However, the team pings for the Echo to back away. There's just not enough vision on the rest of the members of T1okGoodYes, who are turning onto the Mountain Drake. They need to drop it a little bit more lower. The collateral damage is going to whiff. Yumu's Ghostblade wasn't used, and that's why Futuristic She might go down to the Vayne, who's already picked up 1. That's going to be a free 1v2 double kill for Juna. In the play on the top side, the Rift Herald is spawned. Daisy's here as well. However, I think that the Mordekaiser is going to be able to, take out Thresh, who's in the top side as well. I guess it was a 2v2 defense. Evelyn on that bottom side, able to secure a kill as well.
And that was nearly a full wipe from the side of Team Mo. And this Rift Herald has gotten more than its fair share of value, as it is now moved through, I believe, the top tier 1, top tier 2, and now into the inhibitor turret, looking at this inhibitor, getting a charge off there. And
flash for flash. Lucian, however, forced to be distracted by the Thresh Ghost, so that will be cleared up. Top lane inhibitor will be defended, especially with the help of Lucian. However, the bottom lane turret looks to be in trouble for the side of T1. Probably going to go down. There we go. Teemo picking that up, leading almost 9,000 gold at this point in the game. They can back by themselves a lot. They've got bounties on almost all of their individual heads. Legacy Hero, however, maybe giving away his non-existent bounties. He's the only one that doesn't have one. Goes ahead and goes golden inside his own Thunderdome. Will be dropped. Sadist Teemo, nice dodge away on the hook, but the Zed ultimate's already through. Final spark, dropping members low. The Zed has to flee, and Juna doing work, goes in, gets that third proc with those auto attacks, takes down the Thresh. Silver Bolt's more than enough. Match decline, has to back away as the I'm losing it. Ignite burns him low. Sadist Teemo stepping forward, gets a kill onto the Graves, ults backwards as well to get out. There's the root coming through onto the Lucian, so he's going to fall down as Juna takes up a turret shot. Doc Shocker, really the only one here with any type of help to try to defend. Turret shot comes through, drops the Vayne a little bit lower. Everyone playing with under half health, but it's still going to be enough.
I feel everyone should, from the side of Team Mo, should back here. Oh my God.
You cannot... When a Lux is on the enemy team, you have to respect her laser.
Ultimate.
She's firing
And
her
her
laser.
laser.
The final spark comes through. Look at the cooldown. It's basically already back up.
It pretty
That
much
is
is.
maddening.
That cooldown is just so short, and it gets even shorter when she hits level 16. It's already back up, and just Lux is basically trying to say, hey, yeah, Vayne doing all this cool 1v2 outplay, but I can press R and I can do some of them damages.
Can they kill the Mordekaiser? Will dive fall. He will go down. Ivern picks it up. Nice death sentence
kill of the game
onto
for
the
Ivern.
Echo. He might be in trouble now. Looking to kill Asuma. The shield comes through in time, keeping the Thresh alive. However, the burn still drops him solo. He has to back away, and Echo's now been able to find his own kill onto the Lucian. Has to run away as the Daisy burst will come through. Zed is actually the one who picks it up. Top inhibitor's gone. Middle inhibitor going to fall as Juna. However, gets reset. Are you kidding me? The smoke grenade stops her auto attack, and Graves gets the burst damage. They find the Vayne, defending the mid lane inhibitor. They have no inhibitor turrets, but still 2 inhibitors, so it's not over quite yet.
And looking at that wall, it was a very good shutdown for, I believe, the Graves to get onto Juna. Going back to base, completing her Ginsu's Rage Blade, as well as an entire Zeal on top of that. This Vayne is
Zed
going to be
ulting
doing
onto the
damage.
Lux, looking for the kill onto the Sorcerer. Lux as that beautiful skin that Lazy did pick, because he's pretty much got every single Lux skin. Zed is going to fall, though. Mordekaiser going to get hooked up by the death sentence, played backwards. He's got some burst damage. A collateral damage lands! Beautiful stuff from Futuristic.
Through
Pick up
the
the kill.
uprights.
Nice play from Asana, but still probably going to fall to the Evelyn, who gets the burst damage. Echo's the one who actually gets to finish off, and now can dash forward, looking for the rest of the kills. A little bit of damage onto the Ivern, turning onto the Lucian. The Vayne is here. Look at the damage.
So much.
1, 2, 3. 2 kills all necessary to take out the Ivern.
Double.
And now she can fall asleep on this middle inhibitor, clean it up, moving on to the Nexus turrets themselves.
Yeah.
There's already a super minion wave here to collect as well. They're going to grab the first turret, second turret. Ladies and gentlemen, that should be the game. Sadis Timo taking up the turret will drop as Echo has to back away as he became the turret fodder.
Do you think they can still end here? Yeah, they definitely should still. do it.
Yeah, Juna's got the damage. Zed is going to drop her low, finish her off, and actually get a double kill onto the Echo as well, but there is a Mordekaiser
They
here.
should just focus the Nexus.
All they need is the super minions to keep beating on the Nexus. Lux versus Zed, 1v1 on the side lane. Lux gets a nice shield, keeps herself alive. Zed's got the double busted red buff burning away a little bit. Sushi is here. I'm calling him Sushi even though it's not. It's just a fun name to say nonetheless. Asuma forced back onto the fountain once again. Lazy coming in and joining Dive, letting the super minions finish off the turret or the Nexus, and that will be Team Mo coming out victorious in the end.
Just like in the 10K bet, Mo comes out on top over Tyler 1. Great gameplay from both sides there. I think there was potential for both teams to really win that game. I didn't think it was ever truly out of hand.
Well, again, it was fairly even, going back and forth a little bit until some of the more interesting plays in the mid lane, when Ivern couldn't really deal with Mordekaiser in the top lane. And, well, there's actually times that Team Mo was doing more inting than the side of Tyler 1. However, it was one of those games that the people that were ahead just kept scaling. They had themselves a Vayne, who you saw her get damage in the late game was just maddening, and Lazy, who never died once. Just such good positioning, great ultimates to pick people off, saving the final spark. I see a lot of people that are using the final spark to try to knock people down when they're at half health, and Lux is like, no, I'm going to hold it until they're really in a perfect position, and then ult them, get myself a nice kill when they think that they are safe.
Would you like to do the honorable mentions for Team T1okGoodYes?
Sure, I'll do it if you want to do it for the winning team. So for the losing side team, Tyler 1, okay, good, yes. Honorable mention, I'm going to toss out to, as weird as it sounds, I'm going to toss out to Doc Shocker for his defensive plays. He lost a lot of pressure on the top side due to Shelly, but pre-Shelly, he was still holding on to his first tier turret, despite Evelyn showing up there a couple of times in the early to mid game, and at a couple points was almost 1v1ing dive on a Ivern versus a Mordekaiser. So I want to give Doc Shocker the honorable mention for absorbing the pressure on that top side, and then basically it was him in combination with Daisy that was defending those inhibitors when the Team MOE was pushing forward onto them. And then MVP definitely going to go over to Match Decline, who did his best to put the team on his back. Unfortunately, his back wasn't quite big enough to carry all the way, but 13 kills, a lot of solo kills against Legacy Hero in that mid lane, a lot of deaths as well, but overall really, really good in his choice of target, and the fact that he was getting, he was making the opponent team members dead. That's the important part, is you can do all the damage in the world, but if you can't kill them, there's no way for you to gain extra pressure.
We saw a little bit of that in the previous game with Kaisa, sometimes not being able to fully close that.
Yeah, there was like 3 Cathian Reigns that got one last attack away from killing people. That was just so heartbreaking.
And now for the side of Team MOE, this is really hard to decide here for honorable mention. But I think I'm gonna have to give it to Lazy. I think I want to give it to Lazy here. Just had some really good bot lane play with synergy, even when they did, I believe, were down a couple times during the very beginning of the game in just the 1v1 trading against the Lucian and the Thresh, that they did lose a couple early kills, but the Lux truly did really kind of like pop off a little bit in the late game, just with all of the final sparks that came through, as well as a lot of just damage that was being thrown out. And of course, the ADC bias continues from brother to brother. I mean, I can't give it anyone else. Juna just did so much damage in those late game team
Here's
fights.
the one difference that I would argue. Okay. 7 deaths.
Yeah,
0 deaths.
I was considering switching them, but I just
You want me to switch them?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Just because of the lack of deaths.
Yeah.
Lazy with 0 deaths, 12 assists. Actually had more KP kill participation than Juna themselves.
Yeah.
So
didn't even get that one. Yeah.
I'm gonna switch it out. Lazy for MVP, Juna for honorable mention. But go ahead and talk about Juna.
Yeah, Juna just, while she did go down a couple times in the early game, was managed to have multiple crazy like 2v2 outplay kind of moments in the bot lane versus the Lucian and the Thresh, and sometimes even outplaying, I believe, the Zed one time. Just had really, really, really good mechanics on the Vayne. And one thing that I really enjoyed seeing is a lot of people say Vayne is a character that can't do anything until she has Ginsu's Rage Blade and Blade of the Ruined King, and without those 2 items she is useless. For that time where she was just popping off early, she was only sitting on a Ginsu's Rage Blade, or only on a Bork, didn't even have the completed Ginsu's. It was like after like one random death to the Zed or something like that, she's like, okay, now I'm just gonna pick up like all of my items that I need to be good, and now I'm just gonna win. Yeah. But she really proved that Vayne can be used effectively even without both of those items. So, but all players played well this game.
Yeah, it was definitely a solid game overall. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that is going to be it for tonight. I would love to do more, and I think there's a couple people like Briar that would love to play. However, as it is getting a little bit on the later side, and I know that I've got a very long day tomorrow, I'm going to go ahead and call it quits for tonight. But thank you so much. Let me run through the people, what you guys were able to, those of you that supported everything tonight. Crazy Roy for the 15 bits. Cody for the tier 3 sub for 8 months. Zenidax for the Twitch Prime for 3 months, Juna for the follow, and Ethan for the follow. Guys, I know it's not the end of the world for you, because it's just like, hey, it's just a follow, it's just 15 bits, it's just a little bit here, a little bit there, but you guys are amazing, and honestly, I greatly appreciate that. Briar, feeling so sad, he's going to play with Lazy, Probably best if you take that salt somewhere else. No, Briar, I love you. We'll be back next Tuesday for team events, followed by free play games, as well as free play always next Thursday. Until then, we will see you all. Thank you so much for joining us.
Peace.